Hello and welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to spend a day on the Tsuyama Line. So I have no particular plan. All I'm going to do is get on a train and get off at a station which looks interesting. And actually I've already done that. I've come from Okayama to this station, Tamagashi. And the reason I've got off here is because I'm going to walk to the next station, which is Makiyama. Now, between here and Makiyama, the Tsuyama Line goes around quite a significant curve, and what I'm hoping is that there might be a good place where I can get some photographs from. So, let's go and see. It's certainly a perfect day for a walk, and this scenery is just wonderful. So, it's about 15 minutes or so since I set off from Tamagashi Station, and I've just got to the bank of the Asahigawa, or the Asahi River. Most of the walk from here to Makiyama will be alongside this river, which is great because it's a wonderful river to walk alongside. I mean, is this scenery stunning, or is it stunning? Yeah, it's pretty stunning, I think you'll agree. But if you thought that the last little bit of scenery was stunning, well, how about this part? I think this long, leisurely bend in the river is absolutely breathtaking. By the way, the railway is behind me at this point. Okay, so I'm at Makiyama Station now. That was a beautiful walk, although, if I'm being completely honest, it wasn't exactly the safest. The road was pretty narrow in some places, and the cars were travelling very fast. Still, as you will have seen, I got one shot of a train. It wasn't quite the shot I was intending, but still, the superb view of the river along the walk, I think more than made up for that. So, I'm happy. Okay, so the train to Tsuyama is going to be here in a couple of minutes, so I'm going to take it and go further up the line. I'm not sure yet where I'll get off, but that's the beauty of having a ticket that allows unlimited travel for the day. So, see you later. Alright, so my next station is Kamenoko Station. It's pretty rural, but that's not why I got off here. Let's go and take a look at the station building. So, Kamenoko literally means turtle shell. And, well, the station is quite literally a turtle. Pretty cool, isn't it? And if we zoom in, the turtle's eye is actually a clock. Also, even the roof of the station has a pattern that looks like a tortoise shell. And the other side of the station is, as you can see, very rural. Alright, let's take a look outside the station. The turtle theme isn't just limited to the roof of the building either. There are turtles at several points around the station. Alright, time for the next train. I'm going to head back down the line towards Okayama this time, and I think I'm going to get off next at Yuge. Okay, so my next station is Yuge. Now this station is supposed to have the oldest wooden station building in the whole of Okayama Prefecture, and it dates from the opening of the line in 1898. So, let's go and take a look at it. The mascot of Kumenan town, which is where this station is situated, is a kappa called Kappikun. And there are kappa statues all around the station. By the way, kappa is a mythical creature from Japanese folklore. Kappas are supposed to have things like saucers on the top of their heads, which hold water, and this gives them their power. It's said that you can take away a kappa's power by simply bowing to it, because it will bow back to you and therefore lose the water from the saucer in its head. Okay, so that was Yuge Station. And if I'm being completely honest, it was a little bit of a disappointment. Anyway, onwards. My next station is Kome, which is actually the next station down the line. However, I have an hour to wait until the next train. Good job I've got a book. There's just been a little bit of activity at this sleepy little station, and I don't use the word sleepy in a pejorative sense. It's a lovely, calm, relaxing place to sit and spend an hour waiting for a train. Anyway, the activity was that the newspaper has just been delivered. It begs the question, in a way, why does a newspaper need to be delivered to a station? Who reads the newspaper? If you have any ideas, please do let me know. I find the whole thing a little bit intriguing, really. Alright, so back in Yuge, I said I was going next to Kome. So here I am in Tsuyama. I skipped Kome because the train to Tsuyama turned up first. I hadn't realised that the limited stop services stop at Yuge. So I got on it and I'm in Tsuyama. And here in Tsuyama there is a railway museum. Well, any guesses where I'm going next? Yep, the railway museum. Come on, let's go. So, the railway museum is situated in the old roundhouse building, just a short walk from Tsuyama station, and the old turntable is still in situ. There are quite a few trains on display, but unfortunately you can't go inside them. There's also a pretty good view of the current depot. Okay, so I'm back at Tsuyama Station. The railway museum is small, but quite interesting. I think 30 minutes maximum is sufficient, but on the other hand, it's only 310 yen. So you can't complain. Anyway, it's about 40 minutes until the next train. That's the only problem with the Tsuyama Line. The services are not that frequent. But anyway, when the train eventually comes, I'm going to head back towards Okayama, and if I have time, stop off in Kome, which is where, of course, I originally intended to go after Yuge. Let's see. For some reason, the station signs at Tsuyama seem to be decorated with ribbons. I wonder why. Okay, finally, I'm at Kome Station, which, barring any major change of plan, which I'm pretty sure there won't be, is going to be my final station for today. Now, Kome Station is, like most of the stations I've been to today, a fairly simple station. There's just one platform, although it looks like, well, it's certain that there used to be a second platform, which is now out of use, unfortunately. But the reason I've come to Kome is not because of the station itself, so much as the station building. So let's go and see what it's like. Okay, so this is the station building, and what does it remind you of? If you ask me the same question, I would have to say it reminds me of nothing more than a shrine. In fact, if it weren't for the little JR sign above the entrance, then I would confidently say that it was a shrine. Anyway, it's quite a nice station, and, well, I'm glad I came. It's a glorious evening as well. Alright, so that's about it for this video, I think. It's been a good day. I've used the Tsuyama Line many times in the past, but this is the first time I've spent a whole day just travelling up and down it, getting off where I want to, and it's been fun. And I've discovered quite a few things. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video as much as I enjoyed the journey, or journeys, and I hope to see you again in another video very soon. But for now, from the Tsuyama Line, goodbye. Just one more thing, and this is becoming a little bit of a habit, really. If the light is so good enough for me to be able to take a video from the train of the scenery between Makiyama and Tamagashi, so the section I walked this morning, then I will put that video up now and finish the video with that. Otherwise, thank you as ever for watching, see you in the next video, and bye for now.